Alrighty, so I've already used this team for the showcase that we did for the live stream, but the new character is out, and I do want to dedicate an actual video to it just in case anybody wants to look back at it, maybe in the future, or just see how he is. Yeah, he's something. He's very interesting. We didn't go all the way to level 100 with him because he is a backline unit. I'm not even going to try to act like he's gonna be any sort of useful at all in the front line unless he gets buffed at some point, which even then he still needs a buff as he is now. I don't think he'll be able to survive in the front line, or if he does, he's not going to do anything useful. So we have my HP defense set on for him at the moment. I don't necessarily have all of the cosmetics like maxed out or anything, and you know, some of these are still SSR cosmetics, so it's not like he's like completely maxed to the teeth or anything, but he's pretty low on CC. His CC is just not very high. It could be a little bit higher if I was level 100. Obviously, if my stuff was maxed out, it would help a little bit as well. But I was really hoping for some good CC out of the backline unit here, so it doesn't bring me down too much. And I mean, even then, the Goddess team I feel like has a lot of CC potential. So there is that going for it. Like, all of these characters are HP defense except for Tarmiel with triple defense. But yeah, let's hop into this thing. We'll see how he does. Alrighty, so we got our first match here. Okay, we have another Goddess team. We do out CC, which is very good. The great thing about going first with us having Sariel first, or as well, is that we can throw up this and end up getting an attack off or two before we have to worry about them countering us. I don't know who the best option would be here. I guess we're gonna go for Liz. He does not have Tarmiel link on her, so we shall see. He does have the relic on Sariel as well, so I'm assuming he might have blue Tarmiel in the back if he wants to like buff that stance or anything. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. As you can see so far, Liz has the buffs on and Sariel have the buffs on, so they're getting their attack, defense, and HP stats, just the base stats, increased by 20% at the moment because they did not have more than 2 cards in hand. So that is really nice. Luckily we can kind of do the same thing. He's pushing for an ult here, which might be what I should have tried to do in the first round, but I don't have anything that I can really merge now, so kind of unfortunate. I guess I'm just gonna throw off the flood, see how we do, and hopefully he doesn't get another, I guess, another taunt or another counter stance, so that way his ult does way less damage. But even then, even with a 6/6 Sariel, I feel like he doesn't do like crazy insane damage with a 6/6 ult. Like, it's definitely good, but it's not like broken or anything like that, I don't think. So we can actually go for our Sariel's ultimate. We'll see what he does. It looks like he's going for Liz ulti here. He actually has a 2-turn taunt, which is very unfortunate for us, I think. I mean, I don't think it's, I don't know, it will depends on his ult level, of course. Okay, so he's got a 2/6 ult, so I don't think we're gonna have a ton of issues trying to. Ooh, I maybe should have saved that taunt until I got the ultimate. Actually, that was probably a misplay because it's only a 1-turn taunt. But I don't think he's gonna like wipe us with that ult or anything by any means. Still have basic stats on Tarmiel and Liz at the moment, so that's pretty okay. And then unfortunately, because it was a level 1 taunt, we don't have any sort of damage reduction or anything on Sariel at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, that move hits pretty hard. We'll see how much the ult does. He does put on the resurrection, but luckily it's a level 2 ult. Okay, it does kill Tarmiel, so that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe we can draw a taunt here. We do, very good. And I'm tempted. Well, I kind of want to use the Sariel card, but obviously that's probably not the play. I don't think we're going to be able to kill any of them because he's got full HP and a resurrect on, so I think we just kind of got outplayed here. I should have rushed ults in maybe turn 1. Yeah, you can see even with the taunt on, I mean, it was a level 1 taunt, so it was only 2 stance buffs on, but yeah, we really didn't stand too much of a chance there. Alrighty, we got, I'm pretty sure this is the same guy. Almost positive it is, so that's kind of unfortunate. He did draw an extra Liz card because it's already merged, so that is also kind of unfortunate. I guess we will go for something like this. We'll see what we can pull, maybe Russian ult or something, because his Liz is actually kind of squishy, because if we can maybe deal enough AoE damage or something. Ooh, those Liz cards are really nice, actually. If we can deal enough damage to Liz and get her off the board early, I don't think we'll have any problem beating this guy. So he rushes Sariel ult. That's not really the biggest deal in the world. I think I'm going to... I kind of want to double AoE here. He has the ult, though. I think I'm going to damage reduction just in case... and then we'll shoot this off, and then we'll use the double AoE, I think, next turn. So, decent little bit of damage off. He's going to heal a little bit from the counter. He doesn't heal too much, though, which is good. And then at this point, we have some pretty decent cards in hand. Could throw up another taunt if we really want to. Okay, he's putting on Margaret buff, which is going to help tank a little bit, so that's kind of unfortunate. Let's see how much the ult does here. Alright. Pretty decent damage on the ult there. Actually kills Tarmiel, kind of a rip. Not too much damage there, so we're in a... I don't know, we're in kind of a bad position, to be honest. Maybe... I'm tempted to just go all 3. Just to see how it goes. That was the level 2. Oh, and then we kill ourselves, so... Correct. Alrighty. Now we have a Rimuru team. So this is... I think this is the basic team. Like, this is the goal of what you're looking to use Melee for, I assume. Because you... Like, a lot of the time you would be like, oh, like, who is this for exactly? Like, who is Melee actually supposed to appeal to? And the answer to that is, I assume that it's supposed to... Okay, well, this is really unfortunate. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter, because Rimuru just, you know, absolutely wrecks you. But I think the whole goal of the unit was to give gray buffs, so that way you don't have to worry about Rimuru taking off your blue buffs and him getting buff in the process of that. But the problem there is that he really doesn't do a whole lot. I think the 2 cards or less thing really wasn't necessary to, you know, 20% related stats or 20% basic stats really isn't that great. So I don't, you know, really think that it was a good idea to put that on there, if I'm being honest. But hey, you know, whatever. I'm just a guy who plays the game. Let's go ahead and remove the ult, I think, and we'll put up some damage reduction. But yeah, Rimuru is definitely a threat, and I guess not having him remove these buffs is good, but I don't know, it's not great, and it just doesn't really translate well, I don't think. Like, it's just kind of an unfortunate situation. Like, I really wanted him to be good. He, as a regular character, is just very bad. His cards are awful. Ooh, I think, is he gonna ruin his own chance here of winning? I think he is. I think he's gonna kill his Rimuru here. Alright. I think you probably could have had me here. You literally killed Liz turn 1. And now you're ruining it. Okay, well, I mean, hey, I guess better for me, maybe? I don't know. We'll get Tarmiel's ultimate too, just in case. But yeah, I don't know. He's so bad, man. I don't understand the thought process behind being like, yeah, let's give this guy terrible stats. Let's not buff the stats. Let's give him a Sever card that he's still not going to be able to crit with. And this card doesn't do anything at level 1. I'm pretty sure it removes buffs on level 2 and then removes buffs and stances on level 3. But what good is that? I mean, it would have been way better to just have a nicer passive, I think. And just, you know, nobody's going to use this guy in the front line. He's useless in the front line. So, I don't know. Hold on. We'll get another match. Alrighty, okay, got a little bit of an interesting team here. So I got a couple of comments on the video, or the live stream actually, of me summoning for the character, and people were just sort of wondering why I was summoning, and that's definitely a valid question. I think the biggest reason why I wanted to summon for this character is because, one, there's not a whole lot of backline characters in the game. I really do like backline characters. I think they're like the backbone of, you know, putting a good team together. If you don't have a great backline character who's buffing your characters, you know, it's easy to just be like, ah, raw power, and then you just get shut down very easily. So I think in that regard, you know, having a good backline unit is definitely a plus. But it also was a situation where Ragnarok Bond came out not too long ago, and it was one of those situations where everybody was like, oh, don't go for Ragnarok Bond, he's useless, like, he's a bad character, there's no point in summoning for him. But ever since his banner left, you know, all I see are people using him in the backline because he's actually a good backline unit. So I didn't want it to be another situation where it was like, oh, you know, I don't have the new Meliodas and he's now a good unit for some reason. So I don't know. It was just one of those weird situations where I was like, I'm not going to miss out on the character because everybody's saying that he's bad. I want to test him out for myself, have him in the box just in case it ends up being a halfway decent unit that I can use in the future. So I just wanted to be 100% sure that I would have him, you know, just in case anything did, you know, make him better in the future. If they buff his stats at some point, maybe he'll get a holy relic at some point. I don't know, but I don't want it to be a situation like now where I don't have Ragnarok Bond and I'm sitting here waiting to pull Ragnarok Bond from a banner. And, you know, chasing unfeatured units is just an absolutely terrible, terrible conquest. So I just wanted to have him locked away, good to go, so that way I don't have to worry about it. So that was basic reasoning. Obviously, might not be the best reason. He's after seeing how bad he was compared to Ragnarok Bond, it probably should have been enough info for me to be like, yeah, maybe you skip this one. But like I said, just wanted to be absolutely 100% positive on that. And I think I probably regret it a little bit, sure, especially for the fact that I had to chase all the way to, you know, the guaranteed to get a copy of him, which is very unfortunate. But you know, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it now. I have the character, and that's all I can ask for. So, as you can see, maybe I need to mess around with a different goddess team. Like, I wanted to use this because I was like, oh, you know, people are, you know, starting to use Green Sariel a little bit more on the goddess team because his, you know, counters actually activate Liz's passive, which is really cool, blah blah blah, this and that. But it's really slow, and I don't think it actually is working out as good as I would want it to. So kind of not liking this. Maybe I should just use Margaret instead of Tarmiel or something. I just feel like Tarmiel's not really doing much but ult control, and even then it's just not doing that well. So I think I'm going to switch it up for this last one, and we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so swapped over to Margaret. I did put HP defense on her. I feel like I have 345k CC, which I feel like is pretty good for my account. Like, I think that's like one of, I mean, obviously I could go higher than that if I had a better backline unit on besides melee, but I actually don't think he's bringing my CC down as much as I was expecting it to, maybe. So Unfortunately, I guess we're going against a bot for the last match, which is kind of crappy. But I don't know. Overall, I think you get the understanding of the team, and you get the understanding of Melly himself. He just needs something. He just needs to be tweaked. I don't really understand. You know, I'm sure they test these units at some point. Obviously, there's units that are like super broken that get through testing, and then they give us this, and I just don't really understand what the reasoning was for it. So I don't know. Maybe like I said, maybe he'll get some sort of support in the future, whether that be a holy relic or a buff or something. He needs something. Yeah, that is, I guess, basically all I wanted to talk about in Showcase. Obviously, video's a little bit long for almost no reason. He really just isn't good. I want him to be good. I want him to have some sort of purpose in the game, but he's just bad the way that he is. He needs something. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know something. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe you have a team suggestion that you want to see him on that'll maybe be halfway decent. Let me know. Either way, feel free to subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.